Hello and welcome to Nosy Tarot Entertainment, where this nosy person plays with tarot cards for entertainment. Today's reading is going to be on Beomgyu with TXT. This reading was requested by Sand Sanitizer04. Today's cards are Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot deck, Lord of the Rings Tarot deck. I only have the major arcana of those cards pulled. Boo Tarot deck, and Tarot Familiars. All of my cards are already shuffled and ready to go. Please remember, anything said in this video is just alleged, it is supposed, and it is just for fun. We'll start with Beomgyu's main major arcana energy. We'll do a general reading, clarify if I feel led to, and then we'll move on to career, love life, obstacles, and hopefully advice. Let's get started. What is Beomgyu's main energy? Beomgyu's main major arcana energy. Hello. The Hierophant. So this is Saruman courts dark and secret forces. The Palantir have given him a vision of his own future glory. So this is a card that is filled with mystery. There is a lot going on behind the scenes. Sometimes there is a lot that is not known. It could be information that is lacking. It could be actions that is lacking. And this does show Saruman, who is not a good person, but it could also be the equivalent of someone who does good things and doesn't boast about it. It's also somebody who can be highly educated and very intellectual. Let's get started with our main spread, and then we'll clarify. Beomgyu, please. His current energy, what this reading is about, what is crossing him, what is on his subconscious, his conscious mind, subconscious mind, his past, near future, him in the context of those cards, his fans, his hopes or fears, and then the final outcome. His current main energy is the Page of Cups in reverse. So he might be very I want to say, my first thought was like childish, but I don't mean in a bad way. Like, yeah, a little immature, but maybe he's kind of goofy and carefree. That's the word I was looking for. He's a little carefree. He can be a little immature. He might be a bit of a prankster, but he has a young spirit about him. Let's see what this reading is mainly about. It is about the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is him no longer feeling like he has to defend himself, feeling like he is enough, feeling like he has been making good decisions, whether it's creatively in regards to his career, his passions, or even anything new that he might be learning. So this is him just not feeling that urge to defend himself. And then crossing him is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is a card of seeds that we have planted. You can see this little ghosty here looks like a farmer, and they're working out in the garden or in the yard. And so it looks like it may be taking longer for him to see his labors or the seeds that he has planted to bloom or blossom. It could also be a little bit of impatience, but this little ghost seems pretty happy, pretty content, but it looks like things are taking a little bit longer than he is comfortable with, or than he would have liked, or even that he thought, because Pentacles can also deal with our common sense, our practicality, So maybe he just expected his planted seeds to have bloomed quicker. Let's see what is on his conscious mind. On his conscious mind is the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this is our second seven card. And no, this is our third seven. We have Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and now the Seven of Cups. The only thing that is missing is the Seven of Swords. And these are kind of in the reversed position, because this one was actually reversed, this one is reversed, and this one, it's not reversed, but it is crossing him. So it looks like right now he's a little confused. He could have a bit of an overwhelming feeling, like maybe he's just got a whole lot of options, a whole lot of choices. He doesn't really know which one to pick. And then also with this Hierophant being here, he may feel like maybe he doesn't have enough information on these cups to decide which one he should pick. So it could feel like a bit of a gamble. And let's see what's on his subconscious mind. His subconscious mind is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is in reverse. So it looks like he is moving faster than usual, but the Knight of Pentacles, even in reverse, is still a fairly slow moving knight. But it looks like he may not be quite as ambitious or driven as he once was. And I get the feeling that it's tied to this Seven of Pentacles that is crossing him, because I think that maybe he was expecting to be able to capitalize financially or in his career off of the seeds that he planted. But since they're not blooming or at the stage where he would want them to be, it just seems like it may have kind of taken a little bit of air out of him. But otherwise, he looks like he's a little unfocused. So that's what's going on subconsciously. Let's see about the recent past. Two of Cups. So this is some kind of connection. It could be romantic. It could just be like his favorite, closest sibling or his best friend. I will pull a clarifier on this just to get more information. But it's somebody that he seems to be comfortable with, that he can let loose with, that he enjoys spending time with. And well, you know what, I do get the sense, look, there's a couple of hearts here, so there is some kind of love and affection in this card. But again, I guess that could still be in regards to people who are close to us. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it looks like he did come across someone that he had some kind of affection for. Let's see what's in the near future. Near future is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So it looks like he may feel as though his money is not quite as stable as it had been. Like maybe it's not going to come in as regularly or as abundantly as it had been. And with this being in reverse, it makes me think that maybe he is hoarding or just being really tight with whatever it is that he already has, because at least he already has it, so that is a sense of security for him. And so he's trying to be wise with what he does with the current pentacles that he has already ingested. Now let's see him in the context of these cards, which in all honesty, they're not a bad vibe at all. I mean, he's got, you know, a couple of things that are up in the air, some things that he's not clear or certain about, but I don't get a bad vibe at all. So here we have the Empress in reverse. And again, this takes me back to this Seven of Pentacles and this Seven of Cups in reverse or crossing him, because what the Empress does is she is a creator, and it is thought to be usually a female energy, but I don't like to read energies here, so this is just a creator in general. And this particular Empress is not pregnant, but usually what the Empress does is she creates. It can be life, it can be a new project, but it is something that she's going to give birth to. And so, with this being in reverse, it seems as though he doesn't have something growing in him, whether it is creatively, emotionally. It seems like there has been a bit of a switch that has been turned off. Now, let's see how his fans feel about him. The King of Wands. Oh, they absolutely love him. They think that he is incredibly talented. He is a good businessman. They think he is incredibly sexy and that he is one of the members that commands attention. He might be, let me know in the comments below, is he one of the more dominant, well, not dominant, I don't get a dominant vibe from him, but is he one of the more popular members of the band? Because it seems like y'all just love him. And the King of Wands is a very strong and creative king, so I love that y'all feel that way about him. Let's look at his hopes or fears. This is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so it looks like he's hoping for some fast movement. I do think that this is a hope and not a fear. He is hoping for ideas, communication, and he is just hoping for whatever his plan was, for it to just take some movement, some quick, fast movement. So we go from the slowest knight to one of the quicker knights in the deck. And so I think that's a hope that he has. He just wants stuff to just zoom by. And let's see his final outcome. The Emperor. Okay, I love that because he, in regards to all of these cards, was the Empress in reverse, but it looks like he's going to come out on top. Now, this is a dominant, a dominant energy. There we go. I'm thinking king, but he's not a king, he's an emperor. And the emperor is a culmination, a combination of every king in the deck. So I think that this is great. I think that he is going to come out on top. He's in a triumph. He is going to become the emperor. Let's pull some clarifiers. I want clarifiers on why or what was he defending himself against. I want to know more about why this Seven of Cups is in reverse. I want to know about this Two of Cups. I also want to know about this Empress in reverse. That's all I want to know about. So let's clarify these cards. What made him feel the need to defend himself? What made him feel the need to defend himself? Why was this Seven of Wands here? Did something flip over? I thought I saw something flash. Why was this Seven of Wands here at all, let alone in reverse? Why was this Seven of Wands here? Why was this Seven of Wands here? I feel led to grab that one. Clarify this Seven of Cups in reverse, please. Thank you. That fell right on the Empress. Tell me more about this relationship. All right, can I have one more on this relationship, please? Tell me more about this Two of Cups cards. Oh, okay, well, I'll take that one. And then tell me, why is this Empress in reverse? Can I have one more on this Empress in reverse, please? Thank you. Let's see what we got. So, why was this Seven of Wands here? Why did he feel the need to defend himself at all? And that is clarified. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So he felt like he had some bad luck. Maybe he felt like he was missing opportunities, like he wasn't going to get any more opportunities. They weren't coming in like they had been. And so at that point, he was like, you know what, I'm just going to stop defending myself because, you know, he wasn't getting opportunities anyways. And then we have this Seven of Cups in reverse, and I wanted to know why it was there, why it was in reverse. And it looks like we got the Two of Wands, and it makes me think that he had a plan. He was making a plan. Maybe it was a career path, a career move. Maybe it was a solo album or something. But whatever it was that he was planning, you can see, I love that it looks like he's actually looking into a crystal ball. Um, and it looks like whatever plan he was coming up with, that something came about that just kind of confused him. Something threw a wrench into whatever he was planning. And so it was something that he wasn't expecting. And so it just threw him off a little bit. Now, let's see about this Two of Cups. I wanted to know about it, and it was clarified by the Sun, and that was clarified by the Justice card. So the Sun is in reverse, which makes me think that this might have been a little bit of a romantic relationship, and something happened that really kind of made him feel sad, and it was something that made him feel it was unjust to him. However, this relationship kind of dissolved or ended, or whatever happened in this relationship that turned the Sun upside down, it was something that he felt that he didn't really deserve. And then lastly, I wanted to know why this Empress was in reverse, and it was clarified by the Fool in reverse, and also the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's a lack of creativity here, because there is a cycle that is going on, and there is some kind of a lie or untruth. Is that a word? There is something that he thought was true that came out to be that it wasn't. So I feel like someone lied to him, and it affected his creativity, and it just kind of put him back into a cycle. I do want to get a little more clarification on these two here. Clarify this Seven of Cups and Two of Wands, please. Tell me about this plan. Thank you. Oh, that's a whole bunch. I'm going to take the top and the bottom. Let's just look at what we got. The Seven of Swords. That was the last seven that we didn't get. The Judgment card in reverse, and then the Ten of Pentacles. Let's just put those back in. We'll see if they come back out. And clarify, was this a romantic relationship? Was this a romantic connection? Thank you. Let's see. Strength card. I'm gonna say yes. That was it was something that was deep inside of him, and it really touched him, and it was something that he had to control himself with. And tell me what happened that turned the Sun upside down. Why was the Sun upside down? The Two of Swords, because there was a crossroads. There was a decision that had to be made, and it was a difficult decision. And why is this Justice card here? Thank you. And this is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this is a very charismatic person, and it makes me feel like maybe there was a little bit of mistrust, because the Knight of Wands can be somebody who is great at speaking or performing. It could be like a motivational speaker, somebody who encourages, and I feel like maybe that came across as like flirting, and so he just kind of felt a particular way about it. So and then here about the plan and the Seven of Cups. Again, there was an ending to some idea that he had, some new creative endeavor that he had started on, or that had occurred to him, and that is further clarified by the King of Cups in reverse. So it really did not only throw him off creatively and confuse him, but it set his emotions upside down. It made him lose control emotionally, whereas the King of Cups is usually someone that you could go and seek counsel from. They usually have very wise counsel for you. They're usually very sensitive. But with this being in reverse, he could feel like maybe he was manipulated. Now, let's move forward and get some cards on his career. Beomgyu's career. What can we know about Beomgyu's career? Thank you. King of Cups in reverse. We just talked about you. Beomgyu's career, please. What can we know about Beomgyu's career? Thank you. Let's see what we got. We got the King of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and then the Five of Wands. So this is a little bit of conflict here, and it threw him off emotionally. I mean, we just talked about the King of Cups. He felt like he was manipulated. It caused some conflict, and I think that it caused him to go into the Hermit's cave, but I think that he's been there for a long time. This could have also been conflict with a Virgo energy or even a water energy. But I think that he did some self-reflecting. You see how this cat can see itself in the window there, and I think that honestly, I don't think that it has done anything for him. He hasn't really, received anything. He hasn't had any kind of self-discovery, which also makes me think we got the strength card, right? Earlier, yeah, the strength card. That would be like taming the inner being, the inner beast. And I feel like that might have been something that would lead us into the Hermit's cave. And he just really hasn't been able to find whatever self discovery or journey that he has been on. And so I think that right now, his career, I don't see it moving forward. I don't see new projects coming out really. I just see it kind of just where it is. Let's see, what else can we know about his career? Beomgyu's career, please. Beomgyu's career, please. I'll go one more round. Beomgyu's career. What can we know about Beomgyu's career? Thank you. Anything? Thank you. That flew right out. Okay. I see you talking to us. So we got the Justice card in reverse. That came out earlier, clarifying the Two of Cups, I believe it was. And then we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And it looks like all of these are in reverse as well. The Moon card, the Fool in reverse. We got that earlier. Okay, so it looks like, again, we're talking about his career. We got the Four of Pentacles in reverse again. So it looks like he was having some bad luck, so it made him feel like he really needed to protect himself and his coins, and he looks like he might have been a little concerned with money or security, or just like maybe his intuition was thrown off a little bit, and so it kind of put him into that hermit mode where he just kind of retreated a little bit, and it also just really messed with his emotions. And then we have that maybe he feels like his career is just on a cycle, it's just on repeat, and it's not really something that he is enjoying, something that he feels like the scales are not balanced, and almost like maybe he feels as though he's being tested, and he's struggling a little bit, but he's really hoping for something new to be seen, something new to come out. He wants this moon to shine on something, maybe something that he hasn't seen, especially in this hermit mode. Let's get some love cards. Beomgyu's love life. What can we know about Beomgyu? Thank you. Beomgyu. What can we know about Beomgyu? Beomgyu's love life. Beomgyu's love life. I had one fall in my lap. I'm going to go one more round. What can we know about Beomgyu's love life, please? Beomgyu's love life. Thank you. Beomgyu's love life. All right, let's see what we got. We got the Seven of Cups again. We got the Eight of Swords. We got the Devil. The Nine of Wands in reverse. The King of Pentacles. Didn't we get him earlier? And then the Four of Cups. So, regarding his love life, Well, this is the Four of Cups in reverse. And so this makes me think that it's not an internal thing, like, especially when we got this Four of Pentacles here. It showed, like, the pentacles being ingested, which made me think that four was an internal four. But with this Four of Cups being in the reverse, it tells me that his emotions and his intuition are kind of on someone else, like not him. The problem isn't with him, the issue's not with him, it's on someone else. And I think that with the Seven of Cups right here next to it, we got that earlier and it was in reverse. So I think that there was just so many options, not only for him, but whoever would be in his love life as well. And I think that it would just kind of trap them, make them feel as though they are tied down, backed into a corner, and even kind of confused with all of the ideas and communications. It would just throw off like their state of mind and their state of awareness. And I think without that, without an actual romantic partnership, that he feels less burdened. He's putting burdens down. It's something that he doesn't have to carry. And that kind of stabilizes him in a way, because he doesn't have to be so focused on the happiness of someone else. He can focus on work. And for him, loyalty is huge. The King of Pentacles is someone who is loyal. And then in this card in particular, it shows wolves who are pack animals, and they are also very, very loyal to one another. So it looks like that is something that he is looking for, and he wants to be able to pour his all into it when he gets it. And right now, as far as his love life, it's more of a carnal thing. It's more of a satisfying the flesh and just enjoying, indulging in what the flesh enjoys. Now, let's get some obstacles. What are some obstacles Beomgyu needs to be aware of, please? Obstacles Beomgyu needs to be aware of. Thank you. Obstacles Beomgyu needs to be aware of. Thank you. Let's go one more round. Obstacles Beomgyu needs to be aware of. Thank you. Let's see what we got. We got the Knight of Candles, which is the same as the Knight of Wands. We got the Temperance in reverse. We got the Queen of Candles. Funny is that when I was shuffling these cards, I kept seeing this cat. And it wasn't on the end of the deck, where you shuffle it and you can see the two cards, but I kept seeing that cat. And here it is. We also got the Seven of Cups. So in every deck we have used, we have gotten the Seven of Cups. We also got the Five of Cups in reverse. Wow, we got a lot of stuff here. So as far as obstacles, he needs to make sure that he isn't so discouraged in wherever his career is right now, that he gets lazy, that he gets too comfortable, and that his flow of creativity is it's weakened. When you do something all the time, it just improves it. Like, I think for comedians, if a comedian writes jokes every day, it's something that they'll get better at. So whatever creative endeavors he has, he needs to maybe he could take a little break. Maybe he's got a little bit of writer's block or an artistic block, but he needs to get back onto that, that horse, and make sure that he just picks up right where he left off, even if he feels like he's not being, he's not performing at his best. I think that he also needs to make sure that he isn't like pushed around mentally. And out of all of these cards, I don't feel like he is an aggressive, dominating, loud present. presence. So I feel like maybe he can get lost in the background. Maybe he can let others like make decisions or let them be louder than him. So I want to make sure that he stands up for himself, that he lets his own voice be known. I also think that he needs to be careful. This Seven of Cups keeps popping up. It can be delusion. It can be spending a lot of time in a fantasy land and being unable to make a decision because we have so many options. Also, we have the Nine of Swords again, which we saw earlier in his love life. So I think that he needs to be careful not to carry burdens around. And he needs to make sure that he's not always shooting for perfection. And also, with this card in particular, it says that sometimes when we remove the mask of the clown, we realize that it's not as scary as we thought it was. So, he can sleep better. He needs to be careful of his sleep patterns, insomnia, getting enough rest, and just staying healthy. He also needs to be careful that he's not too ambitious, like hastily ambitious and making decisions without thinking them through, like not choosing blindly or just to get it over with. I think that there is a person that he needs to be aware of. And something that had popped in my head when I was shuffling the cards and I kept seeing this card was if he's around animals at any point, if he's doing something with animals, I think he needs to be careful with animals. Maybe he might get scratched or bit or something like that. But I do also think that there is a very beautiful, usually it's a female because it's a queen, but I don't like to read genders. So there could be a beautiful feminine energy that is around him. She's very knowledgeable. She's a bit of a protector and very passionate and goal oriented. And I think he needs to be aware of her just because I don't know. She might be a chaperone, she might be a very close friend, but I think he needs to keep his eye on her. She may dress in a lot of dark clothes and she might even have like some lighter eyes. She could be a fire sign. I think the Queen of Wands is a Sagittarius, but definitely a fire sign. And then I think that he needs to make sure that he is balanced, that he is like stable. He's not too far to the left, not too far to the right. He needs to know the sweet spot and he needs to operate and live in that, because if we start to overindulge or if we spend too much time in our head, then it's going to affect our physical. And if we spend more time taking care of our physical, then our spiritual and our emotional will start to lack a little bit. Now, before we go, let's see if we can't get a card or two of advice. Advice for Beomgyu, please. Advice for Beomgyu. Advice for Beomgyu. Thank you. Let's go one more round. Advice for Beomgyu. Thank you. All right, let's see what we got. Advice. Be careful. Watch who's around you. Protect your heart. Seven of Swords. Make sure that nobody is stealing from you. Keep all your things protected. If you feel like somebody is lying to you, then make a mental note of that, because they probably are. Also, just know that sometimes our perspective is everything. We can have a bad day, but if we change our mind and we start looking at the positive, that'll really change our entire day. So perspective and our thoughts are everything. And also, just know that you should not overwork. Like, we know that you want to be successful, but make sure you take care of yourself and that you are your usual wise self. Don't let anyone throw you off. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in my next video.